Hi there, Taurus. I'm the Cannastrologer. My name is Abby. Um, I have been in the cannabis industry for many years, a supporter of it for many years, but I've been into spirituality, astrology, and the zodiac, and horoscopes and all of that for much longer. And so here we are, the best of both worlds. Um, so I was shuffling and getting things ready for your read, Taurus, and the song that came on while I was shuffling was "Stay" by the Kid Laroi and Justin Bieber, and it was really interesting because I'm a Scorpio. I'm a quadruple Scorpio, right? So, and I've got Sun, Moon, Rising, and Uranus. I know it sounds funny. Um, but I have a Taurus in my life, and like I know that this past week has been like insanely crazy for me. Taurus is the complete opposite side of the wheel from Scorpio, but my Taurus said the same thing. Just complete chaos and so much energy, and it was it was really interesting because even with everything that was going on with in my world, and I'm not going to sit there and compare apples for apples or anything, but it was just really interesting to see how we're opposite sides of the wheel. It seems like the same amount of energy that's going down, like crazy chaos everywhere around us, but how differently the two of us are handling it. Now, granted, there's years of age difference, so years of experience there, but even still, it's just really interesting how some people, can have old souls, but still years of experience to learn. Um, anyway, speaking of experience, so a line in the song as we were, me and my spirits, as I was shuffling and listening to the song, the line says, "I told you I'd change even when I knew I never could," and it's just really interesting because again, I get that I'm not ready to grow up feeling yet, even though the maturity is there. Take it as it resonates. So again, this is for Taurus. This is for September 12th through the 18th, 2022. But the messages are good for whenever you come across this. It's meant for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And or cross-watcher. Cross-watchers are always welcome, though, it may not be your message. Okay. Taurus. What is our Black Moon astrology message? Bottom of the deck, number 33, ninth house, faith. I feel like this is the Magician card, but I'm not going to look it up because the card we actually want, nice, is number 45, top card, part of fortune, increase. So maybe there's been something that you've been working really hard towards. Maybe you've already received it and you're kind of just now in that stage of blowing off steam and wanting to have a good time and just enjoy yourself, be in abundance, be in celebration. Just be careful is what I'm being told, because number one, so I'm actually recording this on the night of the Pisces full moon, and it also happens to be the first day of Mercury retrograde. And Mercury retrograde is all about, making sure that anything that you haven't cleared up from the past, anything that you haven't been able to kind of like come full circle, it will come back to you until you're done. And when it comes back, it usually comes back harder and stronger until it like bites you in the butt. So that's why, like, when Mercury retrograde happens, anything in like communication, transportation, just anything can potentially happen. You have to be extra careful, extra cognizant. I'm not saying do you have to walk around, looking over your shoulder. No, but kind of yes at the same time. Just make sure that you're making sound decisions, checking your work. Don't sign any contracts. Don't get your hair cut or a new crazy color, that you're unsure of. And this is also always a time where your exes will be coming back around. So, do you really want that? Do you want to do a repeat of the past? Or are you ready to grow up and, go towards your future? I mean, I'm not saying you're not grown up now. I'm just saying it's all about growth, right? Anyway, that was my rendition. Let's check it out and see what the book says. Number 45. So, fortune favors the brave, attributed to Terence 190 to 1159 BC. Corresponding tarot card is the Ten of Pentacles, and key ideas were you are lucky, fortune, karmic triggers, destiny, and fate. This talks about inherent talents and the gifts that one is born with, what comes easily, what's natural, instincts, perception, desire, success, gains. The gifts of childhood, family issues, cycles, finding balance. Okay, so yeah, the flip side of it, because with good, there's always bad. Finding balance, anxiety, fear of failure, taking on more than you can handle, repairing what needs to be fixed, working off the grid, and being responsible solely for your own victory. Very cool. All right, Taurus, let's get into the actual reading. Now, this, like I said, well, I don't know if I said this or not yet. This is the Book of Shadows Tarot. It's two separate decks. It's for as above, so below. So the as above is, about the 5D, your spirit guides, your angels, and messengers, those protecting you. It's all in peace and protection, right? But it's what's happening above. Then the below is what's happening in the 3D, the now, the current, the modern. And so we're going to do this first, past, present, future. I always read under the deck, and then we'll clarify with the so below. I did already pre-shuffle these, but we're going to shuffle again. Feel a little stressed out. Sorry, I had a fuzz. I feel a little bit stressed out getting into this. Like, I mean, I've been stressed out myself, but I just feel like anxious. Oh, okay. So, I said I feel anxious, and it's really interesting because on the first card, the under the deck, it's the 10 of Fire, which is the 10 of Wands. And this, I don't know, the light gets in the way. I need to, there we go. It's actually a bunch of like constellations, but it's with neon colors. And I mean, I have high anxiety anyway, so when you see all of that like all together, it's like, oh, a lot of different formations there. Kind of gives me a little bit of anxiety. But the 10 of Fire, the 10 of Wands is all about putting down burdens. It also is the culmination of a very passionate experience, whether that's romance, relationships, maybe something that just happened. But once you're at the 10, then, then you begin again. So it's the end of one cycle, and then you'll be soon starting another, right? But this is the underlying energy going into the read. What was in the past? Oh, okay, so immediately this is two of Cups. So this was talking about a relationship. Or, you know, it doesn't have to be romantic. It can be, you know, friendship or family. Then we've got in the current position the Nine of Cups. So you're sitting in abundance. You're sitting in, you know, your wish fulfillment. Probably, you know, feeling pretty good where you're at. You may be making, you know, good money or decent money. You're getting by, right? I'm sure you've got family and friends around you, a good support system for the most part. But you're still missing that one cup. What is that one cup? Is it this? The cup from a past person? Let's find out. So this is a unique deck because they have named these cards pagan and Celtic meanings and definitions for different like seasons and things like that. And this is called Litha, but I want to say that's the Sun card, but let me double check this real quick. It looks abundant. We're looking at, you know, sunflowers. There's sun in the sky. There's a pregnant woman here. Happiness. But let me double check. It's one of the seasons. I just don't know where. Here it is. Yeah, the sun. Okay, so it's surrounding the summer solstice, midsummer or Litha, around June 20th. So something may have happened around June 20th, but this is sitting in the future position, so this could take place in the future, next June, after the winter, after everything. It means a time of pleasant success, enjoyment of everyday life, happily reaping the first fruits of your efforts. So, I mean, I really like this. It looks like, you know, there was something that was started in a relationship, and now, you know, I'm looking at this. It could have been, well, it could very well be a romantic relationship or, you know, emotional relationship. But it also could be like a work relationship, because then you're sitting in wish fulfillment in the present tense, but then you still have stuff coming into fruition based on all the work that you did. So you need to be proud of yourself. And it's funny because I'm getting very, again, this is all about fortune and luck, you know, sitting in abundance, increase in wealth. You've got money coming in. You're doing a really great job. But the song, the energy, talking about stay, it still seems, and don't drag me for saying this, but it still seems very juvenile. What was that message again? I told you I'd change even when I knew I never could. Now, whether this is you or another person, I just feel that there's younger. There's a younger feeling to this for sure. Maybe you're giving up on that. Maybe that's what you're walking away from, putting the burdens down from. And maybe that's why the song is stay. Somebody wants you to stay, but you're walking away. Let's clarify and find out how about that. All right, this is for Taurus, please. For September 12th through 18th. Peace, power, and protection, please. Clearly prosperity too. That's what it's showing. Looks like you guys have got luck and abundance and everything. Sunflowers are very lucky. The Sun card is the happiest card in the deck. Even if it's turned upside down, it still means, I mean, like, pretty much good things. Okay. So, underneath the deck, we have the Knight of Cups. I feel like either somebody's coming in or somebody may have come into the past, or you are potentially or thinking about extending like a cup of love, cup of emotion or whatever. But you know what this is telling me, you're putting down that burden and kind of letting go. Yeah. Because you've got other stuff around the corner for you right now. Yep. Knight of Pentacles right behind the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck, but it's the most abundant. It's money being worked on, that has been worked on. It's just slowly, you know, building in the world. Yep. And this is the energy going underneath the deck going into it. So let's clarify the Two of Cups, please. Okay, this is weird. I have had three readings. No joke. You can go back all of them for this week. I've had 3 of them that has pulled this card as the beginning energy in the past tense. That is so strange. I'm sorry, the light was on it. It's the Knave of Swords. So you've got somebody watching you, communication coming in. Well, that would be the Page of Swords. No, you've got communication coming in, an actual message. And that's what swords are all about, is messages, communication. Yeah, you had a message from somebody in your past. May have stirred up some emotions. I told you I'd change, even though I knew I never would. Because look, there's a picture of somebody on this kite, and they're just kind of like sending it off. Let's clarify the Nine of Cups, clarified by the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is all about walking away. Now, when you walk away from something, that means you're actually walking towards something else. But what you've been walking towards is so much better. I think, you know, whoever you were maybe having these feelings with in the past, I was saying juvenile, and I didn't mean juvenile, but, you know, younger energy, right? And the word immature is coming up. I just feel like you're so much more mature than what you're walking away from. Is that easier? So, because that's what the Eight of Cups is. And you may be looking up information either on the person or just you're in your own focus. Like, this is why you're walking away, because you're doing your own stuff for your own prosperity, for your own abundance, because you have all this coming in. So the Ten of Wands is a lot of passion. It can even mean a lot of like physical romance. Oh, I see something else in here. Take this as it resonates, okay? Because this is not everybody. It can be different storylines. I can have bits and pieces of multiple messages come in. This doesn't have to be verbatim every Taurus' story, right? But I also see a baby coming in, because we have Lovers, we've got wish fulfillment, and then we've got in the springtime or in June next year, a baby. And this is in the future, so this could happen like anytime within the future. And again, messages are timeless, and because that was produced, could have been produced by the Ten of Wands. A lot of passion, a lot of fiery energy. So then, clarify. Oh, wow, okay. Again, going back to the first timeline, you were walking away from something to go to something greater. That greater is Ten of Pentacles. You're going towards a wish fulfillment, crap ton of abundance, you know, jackpot, lottery. That's what you're walking towards. Now, maybe that person has a child. You don't have to have children. That person might have a child. And by June 30th of next year, you could be married. And it'll be very passionate. There's that too. Actually, I'm hearing yes, yes, yes. No, I don't know what kind of yes that is. But, again, just take it as it resonates. Another thing that I'm seeing here is child to college student to abundant, successful family. There's a young woman here looking over her child. There's that too. Keeping your head in the game. And bottom of the deck is the Knight of Cups, and it's offering that cup of love. Yeah, whatever storyline this kind of resonates with, it ends up really, really good. You just have to keep a good head on your shoulders. Does that make sense? Because you wouldn't want, like, this part of fortune, the increase was talking about, you know, yes, being lucky and coming in with abundance and stuff, but it's also about, you know, balancing that and not, you know, overdoing it. Which is easy to do when you're surrounded by a lot of money and prosperity and even that as well. But at the same time, if you know how to balance all of that, that's what everybody's wish fulfillment is, right? So no matter which way you look at it, you've got really good things coming in. I just say, you know, use discernment, which I think is always sound advice. Signs that you could be looking at. We've got Leo over here. Fire signs here, you know, that's Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries. Any of the pentacles here. I mean, we have them all, to be honest with you. A lot of water, too. Chalices. That's the Scorpio. And Cancer, Pisces. And we're in Pisces right now. Or, well, Pisces moon. Pre-shuffle, the card on top that came up was you needn't worry, but we're going to shuffle to get the last message here. My voice is getting cracky. I've done a lot of readings today. Number 45 might be significant. That could be your age. That could be their age. Might have an age difference. 10-10 on here. This is insane. Oh my goodness. I don't think there's anything wrong with this card. This card keeps coming up. It's happened in like 3 or 4 other reads, and I know that I said that about another one. This is crazy. Anyway, this is give yourself more credit. It keeps coming up. I don't know why. Okay, so the message for this, a stranger than strange preponderance to ponder. Those in great relationships aren't always those who are good at relationships. And those in challenging relationships aren't always those who are bad at relationships. Oh, see, wow, even though I used preponderance ineptly, this one is really good. Please ponder, love the universe. All right, Taurus. Well, that is your read. Take it as it resonates. I went a little long. Geez, 25 minutes. I'm so sorry. I'm just getting tired. I'll be uploading a lot more content within the next several weeks. Make sure that, if you enjoyed this, that you like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to leave a donation or tip, I always appreciate it. I've got the links below. Make sure if you want to book a reading, I also have that. I'll be booking for like the next 2 weeks. And then you can also check out the decks that we used and everything. I've got all of my information there. I really appreciate it, Taurus, and I will see you the next time. Thanks.